We three stick together, always, were the words to live by while growing up. Such words were a safety net through the toughest moments through my youth. These simple 5 words were ingrained into me since the age I could speak. 3 was better than 1 was the automatic justification I received when I questioned why. This saying was trademarked by none other than my 2 older siblings. While growing up, we protected each other. We banded together and we held rank against any outside force willing to question us, or brave enough to be against us, or even tempted enough to separate us. Us 3 against the world, because we found comfort and acceptance unabashedly given to each other. Being the youngest of 3 was tough, and being the youngest of 3 is possibly inconceivable. Even though we depended on one another, petty fights erupted and bickering battles would ensue. Most often, it would be 2 versus 1, because the middleman was always willing to jump sides, if efficiently persuaded. Agreeing to eat one's lima beans for a week was quite valuable currency. Despite these frivolous quarrels, there was always a universal truth we could all agree upon. Just don't tell Dad. I was a stereotypical annoying younger sibling. I trusted my older siblings because my parents taught me they were more mature. I would copy them, I would mimic them, I would follow their examples in all situations. I admit, knowing what I know now, I should have been taught first in the meanings of sarcasm and gullibility. Due to my blind faith, I often was convinced to partake in the worst ideas. Both knew the precise words to convince me to participate in any situation, even if I knew deep down it was a dangerous idea. My sister developed a knack of knowing how to look always well put together. She never went through the awkward period of her teenage years, unlike me, who experienced the deeply despised ugly duckling phase. She wore stylish clothes, natural makeup, and popular hairstyles. I wore the dirtiest, mismatched, and worn-out clothing items as the younger sister. I refused to cake my face, and I wore my hair in the shortest haircut where the ends barely fell below my ears. I eventually grew out of this awkward phase, but when she would offer a makeover, I quickly accepted any beauty treatment. During makeovers, I learned about the backwards and foreboding statement of beauty equals pain, especially when she introduced me to waxing. My sister's favorite habit is trying out natural home remedies. When we tried organic wax for the first time, she encouraged 11-year-old me to wax my legs. At the time, I only discovered what shaving cream was. My younger self was not aware of the pain that comes with waxing any inch of skin, and my sister convinced me to rip out my leg hair. I was not even consistently shaving my legs at my age, but I ignorantly agreed to skip shaving and advance to waxing. The wax was not removed from the plastic container it was manufactured in when she put it in the microwave. Unfortunately, my sister cooked the wax in the microwave for 5 solid minutes. Once done, she handled the plastic container with an oven mitt, unscrewed the cap, and let the wax cool. The wax inside the tub was no longer the normal-looking yellow color. There was black steaming tar bubbling and emitting a sour aroma. My sister glanced inside, declared it ready to apply directly onto my skin. Of course, I volunteered to go first. Instead of waxing safely in the bathroom, we performed this beauty method on the living room floor. While mixing the extremely hot goop, she described the potential pain I might endure. In the name of beauty, she reminded me, and was excited I was the guinea pig. Suddenly, she dropped the plastic wax container, spilling the entire contents of the burnt wax onto our light brown carpet. Black tar wax seeped into the carpet, embedded into the stitching, and solidified in seconds. A hard mound was in the middle of the living room floor. We sprang into action and we moved quickly to clean up the hard, molting black wax that was definitely noticeable. I grabbed paper towels, falsely believing in the marketing that it is capable to absorb any spilled liquid. My sister ran for a more practical option, a dish towel. We started to scrub the wax, and that was a difficult task. But we were not panicking quite yet. My sister offered another solution. We must get rid of the evidence. She instructed me to only cut the pieces of the carpet that were covered by the black wax, or cut only the tips of certain pieces to have no obvious bare holes. While I scrubbed and trimmed the black molten wax-covered spots of the carpet, my sister made a last-ditch effort to ratify the mess. Because time travel is not yet possible, my sister advised me to get boiling water. At this point, I didn't even hesitate. I did not even question how this hot water would fix the ruined carpet. I carried over a small boiling soup pan and she demanded more scorching water. I filled our biggest soup pan and came back heating over a gallon of boiling water. I watched my sister dump the entire pot of boiling water on the wax-infested carpet. She explained how the hot water would loosen the dried wax and make it easier to extract. In the strangest way, it made complete sense. Desperate times call for desperate measures. My brother stumbled upon us in our full panic mode. He took one look at us, shook his head, never said a word, and left us to our own devices. It took an hour to somewhat clean up the wax, water, and dismembered parts of the carpet. The spot was in the middle of the room, making it impossible to hide the wrecked area. The infected area had a tinge of black, small bald spots, and was thoroughly soaked. Days go by, then weeks, then months, and the more time that passed, we believed our wax debacle was a thing of the past. If our mess was discovered, our father would ban any product or liquid that was not water. Her nail polish, makeup bottles, and hair products would all be confiscated, and the use would be managed. We lived another day to make more spills. Until one day, our mess made an unfortunate appearance, in the form of a mound, because the hardwood floor warped below the carpet. My father discovered the mound by tripping over the spot. He questioned us if we knew why and how the hardwood floor under the carpet warped in the middle of the living room. My brother, sister, and I looked at our father, looked at one another, and did not stay silent for long. We claimed we must have only spilled some water. We three were blamed, but we were united by taking responsibility of the roles we each played in the whole beauty home remedy fail.